Good morning and welcome back to After Dark with Books. And if you're listening over on Spotify, hi, hello, I'm Melissa.
I'm Amanda. Good morning.
And today we're going to be talking about our favorite female characters and male characters
Yes.
and who's our smut daddy, who's our favorite smut daddy, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'll
yeah.
go first. So my first one, I'd have to say in my notes, is a new book for me, and I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's gonna be Mora and Zarel from Wish. It's a new book that I just got done reading. It's like I Dream of Jeannie, but dark, very dark. It is a slow burn book, but I really like these two characters. It's a enemies to lovers book. And then the next one is Liam from Fourth Wing. I mean, he took my. I mean, even though Zayden and Violet, but Liam, I really think won my heart in this in Fourth Wing. So
Liam is one of the favorite
right,
characters. He's one of them, but I would obviously you already know it's Zayden number one. Everybody was thinking like Dane. Oh my goodness, Dane's gonna be my favorite character.
that was me in the beginning, and you were like, "You need to read, you need to read, you need to finish reading," and I'm like, "Okay," and then I was like, "God damn it, she was right."
Yeah, he is. He is not a good character in any of the books. I mean, I think he's starting to come around in the second book, Iron Flame, but I still don't like him at all. And you know who else is a favorite character of mine in that book? I think he's Zayden's cousin. Is it Brody? Is
Oh
it Brody?
yes, I totally forgot about Brody.
Yeah. I really like how he watches over Violet and yeah, I really like him.
Yeah, I
So
totally forgot about him. I mean, how could I forget? I named my son's name is Brody, but
yeah, that's what I was like. Wait, isn't her son named Bro? Because I forget names. It's hard for me to remember names. So,
mhm,
but it just clicked. Brody.
mhm,
He him and well, besides Zayden,
mhm, and
and there's some other characters in there. I think he's Violet's friend. Is it Ryderson? No, not Ryderson.
right.
That
Yeah, you're saying it kind of right. You're saying it kind of right. Yeah, I liked her, and I liked the scribe too. I can't
oh
think
yes,
of her name. Yeah.
I forgot her name for some strange reason, but yeah, I do like her, and of
Mhm.
course Violet because she doesn't give a shit. She's just like, I'm gonna do this. I don't care how small I am. I'm doing this. Fuck this. Fuck them.
Yeah, basically, she didn't care the consequences either, and she didn't care if she hurt Zayden or. But I didn't like her back and forth. But I mean, I don't understand her back and forth with him. One minute she's wanting to tell everything, one minute she's not. It's like
Hmm.
a love hate relationship. Maybe it's. I'll consider this enemies to lovers because they were enemies when they went into
Hmm.
the school when she went into writing school and he wanted, allegedly she thought he was going to kill her. So, enemies to lovers.
Yeah, yeah. And then out of that book, also with the dragons, obviously it's Taryn.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
So,
was going to say the dragons too.
Sigel,
Mm.
I'll take her or leave her. Uh,
I hope we get to hear more from her in Onyx
mm-hmm.
Storm because she sounds like a total bitch and I'm here for it.
I am, but I'm just like, dude, give Violet a break sometimes, just give her a break.
Mm-hmm.
Just give her a break. And then who couldn't love the little dragon? I don't want to butcher her name. It's Arya, Aunt Arna. I,
Oh, I liked her too. She was a feisty little dragon. I loved her,
and
but
then teenager, when she became a teen, oh my god, she's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not listening
hmm
to you.
oh, I know. I'm here.
And
And they
they're like,
kept telling her, get back, get back.
she's like, no. So, but if it wasn't for her, there's a lot of times that Violet could have died or whatever. So
Oh yeah, the
the
stopping
cave,
time.
in the
Oh
cave.
yeah, I remember that. And then our
So
next characters are from Quicksilver,
yes, Mr.
Fisher.
King Fisher. Can we
Hmm.
just leave the king out of it? Because I don't like that.
Yeah, I can't pronounce her name. Our female character. Um, I don't want to butcher it. Sirius or Siraris, something like that.
I I don't remember the her name. I know it starts with an S. And
Hmm.
then I love the guy. It was Fisher's
Oh, Fisher's like bodyguard.
type guy. He was like
Yeah,
friends with him for a very long time. I really like him. I like
he
that
kind of
character.
reminded, well, to me when I was reading him, kind of sounded like really big, like the guy from Harry Potter with like the
Oh,
beard.
oh my gosh, his name is at the tip of my tongue. Oh, I cannot be Hagrid.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes. He reminds me of him. Oh, now he's my. I love him in Harry Potter. I mean, we might as well, if we're talking about all our favorite characters in the book, we might as well go to Harry Potter.
right.
So,
Hmm.
but yeah, but in the guy from Quicksilver, the way they describe him that he's like this big tall dude, but he's my favorite.
Do you think that he has a crush on Fisher's half sister? Do
Yes,
you think they'll play a love romance in book
I hope
two?
so.
I didn't like her, so hopefully, the author makes me change my thoughts about her because she was kind of like an annoying, like Ariana Grande.
Hey, I like Ariana though.
She seems annoying though. I like some of her songs. I'm not a hater.
Maybe because I watched her on Nickelodeon
I did
on
too.
I don't know, as Cat when she was like
Yeah, but
like
I read the girl Sam's book, her autobiography, and they did
oh,
a lot of they worked around her Ariana Grande's schedule. So that's kind of like threw me off not liking her. So when I was reading this book, that's all I thought about.
mm,
And yeah, she's probably
okay.
a nice girl, but this character in Quicksilver totally reminded me of her.
Oh wow. See, I didn't pick that up from her. Maybe because like and then I also watched when Ariana well, because I watched The Voice and when she was a judge on there, I liked her. She was just I don't know, maybe I just liked her. But no, the sister in Quicksilver, she was cool and everything, but hopefully it will change in the second book. Like she was okay, but then towards like when she got taken, I was kind of pissed because everything was just all about her.
But I didn't like how she was putting a female character in freaking dresses. Like she was trying to
Oh yeah, that's right. She was
getting
trying to
her
change
to
her.
like
Yeah,
you need to dress this way in this fancy little like outfit.
that's right. I forgot that in the beginning how she was doing that.
Hmm.
But she's okay. And there were some other characters in there. There was that one character I didn't like. She was mean to the main character, the female character. I think her and Fisher
Oh,
had uh
um, the queen that almost had our main character killed. Remember,
mm-hmm,
like she had. That's when she was able to draw out the medal and kill
mm-hmm.
the one of the guards from the castle. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
her, but wasn't there another one? I think she had a thing with Fisher too. And then oh my gosh, why can't I think of that character's name?
Have to reread it before it comes out next fall.
I know we wouldn't had to reread it if it would have just came out in October.
Yeah, we'd be listening to the audiobook and everything, but it
I
is what
and then
it
that's
is.
I have a you probably can agree with me on that too. Why the hell is it just on Audible? Why didn't she bring it to anywhere else so we can listen to it? I don't want to subscribe to Audible and you only get to listen to one book a month for
Oh, I know.
$14. That's not worth it to me.
No, it isn't. I didn't like that idea either. I'm not paying for it.
No.
I'm
So
not paying.
hopefully it will get to like the library on Hoopla or whatever. Oh yeah, stay tuned for our next episode because we're going to be talking about Hoopla and Liberty. We just so
Yeah, the
stay tuned.
pros and cons about those two apps.
Mhm. Yeah, stay tuned for that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't understand why she just didn't bring it to other listening platforms
I don't
because
either.
not all of us want to subscribe to Audible or have the funds to subscribe to that.
No. The only reason I read the book was because it was $5.99 on ebook. And I was like, well, it's convenient. I'm going to just read it here. That's why I was able to read it and listen to it because I changed
Hmm.
the things to it. So,
Yeah. Um, I didn't know anything about it when I grabbed the book. I do that a lot. I'll look at a cover and I'm like, oh, it's a pretty cover. Actually, I do that 95% of the time.
yeah. Uh, um, Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Quicksilver, Pen Pal.
I thought Pen Pal was something different. I didn't know. He is not my favorite character, though.
No,
No.
no,
I
not
didn't like the nickname. Now, if he didn't do that bunny, come here, bunny, or whatever, maybe. Maybe. He
running
would.
around chasing the little bunny rabbit.
That's so stupid. So, yeah, if he didn't say that, maybe.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
I think I like the dark, mean characters of guys. I really do. I like, okay, Fisher, he's a straight asshole. Zayden,
Aiden was an
straight.
asshole.
I don't. Okay, I have a question for you. Who do you think is the biggest asshole, Fisher or Zayden? Or do
Fish.
they, or are they kind of.
Kind of the same, different kind of asshole. Because at first I was like, wait a minute, he wants to kill her and all this, and then he was like, but didn't Fisher kind of have some idea who she was? Because when she was getting almost killed by the guard, didn't he like come and rescue her out of like nowhere? Like
Yeah, how did he? Oh no, I think it's because something about that she opened because she was
she
able to
opened
open
a portal, yeah.
for the silver. So that's how he was. I think, if my understanding, that's how he was able to get through there, and he maybe felt her. I don't.
And also he's playing in Quicksilver. He's playing games with her. Remember, he wants her to test all these different coins to flip them, and he's only giving her so much.
Yes.
So that's an asshole move there. He's not hurrying up the process. He's slowing the process. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
because he feels like maybe if she does it too fast, she's gonna leave right away. Or yeah, I know that he was slowing the process down for her.
He was. He was. So I think because low key, he liked her from the beginning. He low
Hmm.
key liked her. You know how
Yeah,
it is, enemies to lovers.
I like
So,
that. So I would have to say Zayden and Fisher are equal.
okay.
Yeah,
Um,
very.
think Zayden's a little bit more of an asshole. Maybe just because I listen, you know how like we listen to it and we could
Oh
hear
yeah.
his tone.
Hmm.
See, if we were able to listen to Quicksilver, maybe it might how do you say it? It might change, but
Hmm.
I really think Zayden's just a little bit, and I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Oh my god, he is my favorite character.
Yeah. So
So
you'll have posters of him in Onyx Storm or the
now,
fourth
if I was
book.
a teenager reading Fourth Wing and not a grown ass woman, you already know my bedroom would be full of Fourth Wing posters.
Oh yeah.
But since I am not of that age, um, I cannot do that. That would be a little weird. So that's why I just have it on my bookshelf. Certain little things here and there, but I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll
Um,
get you maybe we'll get you a cardboard cutout and put it right there by your bookshelf.
But why did I low key love that in Twilight? I wanted that for Edward.
I didn't see him as an asshole. He was kind of.
No, 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 no. I didn't. And then if we're going to, like, if we're done with like the whole fourth or Quicksilver,
Mhm.
I'll jump over that because I forget I read all these other books too, so I can look back
Yeah,
at the other
might as
characters.
well.
Might as well. Okay, in Twilight, of course, my favorite characters, this is coming from book and movie because I did both.
Hmm.
I have to say Edward, and Edmund,
Edmund,
um,
yeah.
Edmund. Jasper, no, I didn't care for Jasper. I did not like Jacob. I'm sorry. I was not Team Jacob. I have always been Team Edward from day one. I I
I'm
don't like
not
the
a.
werewolf.
Well, okay. I don't like Jacob. I wasn't a Jacob fan. Um,
Sorry.
I wasn't a Jacob fan, but I like the concept of people shifting into werewolves. I like that
Yes.
concept and how they all stuck together. I didn't like a couple of his pack friends or family. I didn't like a couple of them.
No. No, especially Leah. She was my least favorite character when she joined the werewolves. I didn't
Hmm.
like her.
No, mm-mm.
I
No.
didn't like her.
Um,
Bella, she was too whiny. I liked her sometimes, but sometimes I was just like, bitch, shut up.
um,
Rose
Ro-
Rosalie? Is it
Rosalie.
Rose?
Rosalie was the one that predicted the future, wasn't she?
No, that was Alice. That was
Oh yeah, that's
Alice.
right, Alice. I didn't like the well in the movie. I didn't like the blonde headed. I didn't like
That's
her.
Rosalie.
I didn't like her. Still don't like her. Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't a fan or my favorite character. But I was the only thing I didn't like about that book is vampires do not glister in the sun.
They burn.
They burn. So, and then I'm a son of a killer, Bella. I'm a son of a killer. I was like, this is so lame. But I did like the part when they're, say it. Say it out loud. Vampire, are you afraid? No. It's so bad that I still know
Yeah,
the
I guess
lines.
so.
I loved Twilight. That out of all the book series that I have read, Twilight has to be my top three. My
Um,
top, I mean, it has to be. I love
I
Twilight.
liked Twilight. I got into Twilight when the movie came out. I actually watched it with my husband. Believe it or not, I watched all the movies with my husband. Yeah,
Oh,
no one
wow.
tell. Yeah, and I got into reading, and then I stopped reading, and then I think I my one that got me back into reading was Cassandra Clare's book, The Clockwork Prince. Yeah,
That sounds familiar. Is
it's
that a,
the prequel before the Shadowhunters. So it's a prequel. It's three books, and it's
oh, I didn't know anything about that.
yeah. That's what really got me. I finished them, and then so yeah, I'd have to say
You mean City
Twilight.
of Bones, correct? Because that's the book. The
Yeah,
TV
you're
show is
right.
called
You're right.
Shadowhunters, but the books are called City of
Yeah,
Bones.
so that's the prequel.
So should I go and read the prequel? Because I didn't even know there were prequels to that book.
Yeah, there's three books, and it follows a young girl who I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to reread them or listen to them. But yeah, that's what got me back into reading. So
You're gonna have to send that to me.
those are
I
the
didn't.
three books that got me like, okay, these are my favorites. I'm gonna remember these forever. And I stopped reading Cassandra Clare books for a while, and I need to get back into it because then I read Beautiful Creatures.
I seen the movie. I didn't know that it was a book.
Hmm.
I did not know it was a book until you told me, and I was like, oh, wow. I did watch the movie, and I felt the movie was rushed, but I did like it. I enjoyed it. I wish there was more to it, but
I
now
wish
that
there
I
was
know.
more. I wish they would have finished with the series like they, the books are. So
Okay, yeah. Um, Out of City of Bones, I'm gonna have to say too, my favorite character was because I watched the movie too. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. I did like Luke the werewolf. I obviously I like Clary. Uh, it's the main character that she thought they were brother and sister at first, but they weren't. You read the books, right?
no, but I
Oh,
no, you're okay. You're okay because I'll forget. Just like the pumpkin spice book, I want to read that, but I don't know. I'm kind of having mixed feelings about it. So sorry to change the course,
oh
but
no, you're
yeah,
fine.
you're okay though. You're okay because
Oh,
I
okay.
want to reread the Clockwork Prince and the Clockwork Princess, and I forget there's a book in between those three books. But yeah, I want to read. Those are good books because I can picture an old house looking for a clock because that's what she's there to do, the main character, and
Okay.
it kind of gets you started in the city of bones, and then the rest, and then all the other books after that.
Okay. Yeah, I highly suggest because you haven't read them to read the books. The TV show Shadowhunters, it was based off of there, yes, but it's a little different. So in the TV series, obviously I loved Clary. I liked the main character that she thought she was brother and sister with. I am just not picking up his name right now. But the other character was Alec. And I'm telling, I don't know if I could be wrong, but I honestly truly believe he could play Zayden for Fourth Wing. His character in Shadowhunters, I could be wrong, you guys let me know in the comments or whatever. But Alec, he was mean, and he was just like, fuck you and this and that, and we're
I
doing
have to
this.
Google it.
But he did play by the rules at first. After
Okay.
that's kind of like, but that was that character for Shadowhunters. So I truly believe because he's got dark hair, he's
Hmm.
got tanned olive skin tone, he's tall. When in Shadowhunters they had runes, so he was pretty much tattoos. He was
Right.
tatted. He to me he fits that part. I don't know what. As soon as I start reading Fourth Wing, I pictured him.
Okay. Okay, so you pictured him through the whole book. I'm gonna have to Google
Yeah.
it. Now you got me wondering.
I would Google it. I would watch a couple episodes if you can. If you have Hulu, it is on
Yeah.
Hulu. I think it is, and I would watch it. But what do you think about? But he's too old now. He's too old.
Oh.
The guy from Vampire Diaries,
So,
Damon. Oh my gosh.
I
But
was
he's
mad at
too old.
myself that I didn't finish those books. Well, I didn't
I
finish
didn't
the.
read the books. I
I
just
didn't
watched
read the
TV
books.
show.
I didn't read the books. I watched the TV series, but I didn't finish like episode series 7 and 8.
Oh, I finished. I went all the way through,
I did
and I
not.
just Stefan was a little bitch to me. I just at first I loved Stefan, but then after I'm just like, it's Damon. He's my number one. And then don't get me the spinoff of the originals. Don't get me started on Klaus and Elijah. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if those were books or not. I
I
the
think
original.
so.
I don't
I
know.
think you could be right. I think that they could be books, but you're right. I'd have to go Elijah, Klaus, Damon, and then Stefan. And then there's another one that I can't think of his name, but he was a friend. They killed him, then they brought him back on the TV show.
A lark?
Not a lark. Oh my god, he
Uh
had like this weird like accent, like southern or not southern, like this Irish.
um
Oh my god, what is
oh
his
my
name?
god, his name is it Enzo?
Yes.
okay, Enzo at first I couldn't stand him, but then after he got with Bonnie, and then he was just, I was just like, yes, we love Enzo. We love Enzo. We do. Uh, Tyler hated him, hated that character.
Oh,
He
I
was
didn't
the
like him.
wolf. He was the wolf.
I didn't like him at all.
No, didn't
No,
like
I
him
didn't.
at
I didn't like them all.
all.
Um,
But
Jeremy.
he was cute. He was a cute character, but nah, he wasn't dark enough for me.
I think Klaus was dark enough, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think Enzo and Elijah. Elijah was
Um,
more like prim and proper dark.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he was like that. Okay, I'm gonna get your ass, but okay, I'm gonna play it. So yeah,
I have a confession. So any movies that the guy who played Elijah in, I have watched, or TV like Hallmark or little TV series that he's in.
I have seen him. Yes, I really do like his, just his whole him, the
Mhm.
way he acts and everything like that. I do like him.
Yeah, I was
But
sad when him and his wife divorced.
aw, I didn't know anything about that, but just
I keep
yeah.
up. I try and keep up.
Let's see what other characters. Oh, you're reading it right now or listening to it. Lights Out.
What are your thoughts on him? And then I'll tell you what I've gotten so far.
Okay, when I first started reading, but I'm trying not to go too far. I'm trying just to get from where you are because I don't want to give the book away because you're listening to it. So far, because you're in chapter 9, so far from the beginning of the book, I thought he was creepy. I was like, dude, why are you sitting up there in the dark, like filming like yourself? And then
Well,
you're,
my question is why? Why is he like, as our main character, why is he doing thirst traps?
you have to keep reading.
Okay.
I, I mean, I think it explains it.
Hmm.
I truly think it explains it. Did you learn about his father yet?
Yes, kind of like a Ted Bundy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I want to say it does explain the reason why.
Okay.
So keep reading. I
Okay.
can't answer that question
So
for you.
he's your favorite character in Smut Daddy.
He's not my he's one of my favorites.
Hmm.
He's one of. I would say he's probably in like the line of the top 10-ish. But yeah, I just cuz he's smut. Give me all the smut, spice. I don't care if you don't like it. That is your business. But for me, oh
I don't know if I could. Okay, I'll give you where I'm at. I couldn't get in the car with a man in a mask.
yeah. No. That part I could not. But I'm talking okay, at the beginning of the book, like where you're at, hell no. Hell no. But beyond, because I can't
Yeah,
go into
right, right,
detail.
right.
Um, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna continue. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get through it, but I'm gonna push through it today.
Yeah, try to get through it and yes. And I'm trying to think of any other books because I know we've read books and I just see I'm trying to keep it open because I have not read The Ritual yet. And I know.
Were there any smut and smut characters that you liked in Hook? I know you just got done reading Hook.
I gotta do my review on Hook too.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. No favorite characters out of that book at all?
No. It wasn't a bad read. It's just Hook is bipolar. I could say that because I have bipolar.
Right.
He is just wow.
I don't know if I want to give it a go. What would you recommend for people? Since you didn't like it so much, would you recommend me trying it out and then giving you my thoughts? Because that's
I
how we were
mean,
with Gothiana.
okay, it's not as bad as Gothiana. Oh no. But I want to say yes.
Hmm.
I would recommend it, but I would just read it for, off of Hoopla. I wouldn't go buy the physical copy because I do have the physical copy as well. But maybe because I don't want to bash the book because just because I don't like it, you might like it. You know what I mean? So I don't
Right.
want to say anything bad about it. It just wasn't for me, and I will not continue the series.
Now, was it the writing style or was it the narrator? Because sometimes people give don't like books because of the narrator.
Oh, I want to say both, just
Okay.
because it was just I know Hook. Okay, we all know the story with Peter Pan and Hook. We know
Right.
they try to portray Hook as being the bad guy, but technically he really isn't. It's Peter that is bad. Peter is
Mm-hmm.
the one that's bad.
Yeah.
But it, it's just the way it was written. Like I get it. They had to bring it to modern. I'm trying not to give it away. Well, you pretty much know the story,
Yeah.
but I'm. It's like the Jolly Roger. That was a boat. Whoa. Sorry. We get a sonic booms out here, so we're really close to the base. So and when the jets and they land and take off, it shakes our houses.
Wow.
That it scared me. So that's why I was like, oh. So what was I saying? So the Jolly Roger is a boat, right?
Right.
In the book, it's like a club. It was weird. It was set like Hook but modern. So it was a little off for me.
Okay.
Which I knew it would be because it's modern or whatever. It's a different a read or written. But I don't not no. I don't recommend. I mean, just I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I have it on ebook, so maybe I'll do both.
Okay, and then tell
Maybe,
me your thoughts.
and then we
I
can
would
do
like
it
to know
like
your.
we did with Gothiana. I like doing that. Like if I like something you don't like, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't like something you don't like. That's what makes good book conversation.
It
Just
does,
mhm.
and it's no argument. It's just something that if you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
because I know the next book came out today. What was the? It's a Little Mermaid retelling. Her that in that series. It came out today.
Oh.
Today. Today. It's called Hex. Hex? Yeah, it's called Hex. It came out today.
Oh, okay. I will not be continue through
Okay.
that series. It was just a no for me. What other books did we read? I'm looking on my shelf.
I
Trying.
read well I listened to I got an arc. It's called The Wall and it's like a it's a dystopian. So dystopian it means where it's an alternate world
Mm-hmm.
and where two different like worlds are separated. It's almost like if anybody's seen The Walking Dead, you know how people turn into zombies and it's a different world and everybody's got to survive. Well, this
Mm-hmm.
book talks about the wall where everybody is divided, and our
Oh.
main character Asher needs to go over the wall because his girlfriend, the love of his life, was kidnapped by her father. She didn't want no
Oh.
part of it, and it was a really really cool audiobook. There is going to be a book two. I don't know when, but I really appreciated the author for giving me a audiobook on that. Though I'd have to say Asher is my favorite character because of what he did in the end of the book. I was pissed, but I understood why he did what he did.
Okay. It sounds
Yeah.
pretty good though. It sounds good.
Yeah, the only problem with that is the author said that a lot of people criticized the narrator because a lot of people said the narrator didn't do the girl voice right. It was a man narrator, and I was like,
Oh,
it
I
was.
don't like that.
I said it was fine to me. It didn't bother me that he didn't like portray a woman because sometimes women narrators don't portray men.
They don't either.
So yeah,
No, they don't either.
no.
Uh, yeah, I like when it's dual, women
Oh
and
yeah, I
man,
do
and
too. I do too. I do too.
so was that it that we read? I'm trying to look at my bookshelves. I cannot remember. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Half Blood. I
Oh
totally
yeah, you read
forgot
that
about
one.
those
Any
series.
favorite characters in that one?
Yes, I want to say his name was Josh. I want to. Was his name Josh too? I don't remember, but it was the main character of Half Blood. One of the main. Well, yeah,
Okay.
Seth. He was a little. He's all right. He was me. I mean, he was an asshole at first. Still was an
I
asshole
still need to read that series. I mean, that
to the
series
end.
isn't. It's not an expensive series to read.
No, and I need to get book 5. I only have 1 through 4 right now. I need to pick up the 5th one.
Uh huh.
It was really for me to get back into reading because I read those and then Pen Pal or whatever. But those ones were really good. I went through those quick, and I read those were all physical. I didn't even listen. Wait, did I listen to one of them?
Didn't you listen to book
Yes,
5?
I did listen to book 5, and then the rest, the other 4, 1 through 4, I went through them. They're not that long of books. I want to say they're about 400
Okay,
under.
I really,
They're under
really maybe
500
that will
pages.
be my 2025 because I see
I
these pretty.
recommend those books.
I see these other pretty covers and I'm like, oh, I gotta read this too. I gotta read this. I gotta
Yeah,
read
I want
that.
to read God's games play or whatever it is right there.
Yeah,
I want to read that one. I
me
haven't.
too.
Maybe next year I'll get into that one. 25.
So many books, so many
Yeah, and
characters.
then there's one. Is it called Akatar? I have the series. I just bought it. Is that for short?
Yeah,
Um.
Sarah J. Maas,
Yeah, the Court of
Thorn and
Thorn. Yeah,
Roses.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I do have that. I want to get into that. And one of those books, no, 2 of those books, she thick. She like
yeah.
extra thick.
You better
I'm
look.
looking at it. I'm just like, oh my god. And
You
the
better.
ritual. Oh my gosh, I need to get into that series too.
I don't think that's audiobook.
I have the book.
Yeah, I have the ebook too. I just don't know if it's an audiobook. I think it's on our favorite Audible app, but it's
Oh
not. Yeah,
man,
it's not on.
because I would love to listen to that one. There's some books I want to listen to.
Now that you've
Just
gotten into the audio.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have any more books on your end?
No, I think that's it. I
Okay.
think we've covered it. Covered it pretty much.
We covered a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I was just thinking like books I've read now. I wasn't thinking about books I've read in the past. Oh, there's other characters. I just don't remember
Right.
the books because it's been so long. Like Vampire Academy, those ones. There's so 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, there's so many books I read that I just don't remember, like the characters.
Yeah.
And Vampire Academy, I think there's like 4 or 5 books. I don't want to go reread that. There's a lot of books. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to us on Spotify, thank you so much for listening
Yes,
to us. It means a
definitely.
lot. And then if you're also watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching us. That
Yep.
also means a lot. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. Then you'll know when we upload our next episode
Yep.
or other videos that we're trying to do. You'll see us by ourselves sometimes.
Yes.
We're trying to just push videos out, and that
Yeah.
helps us. If you like it, share it. It really helps our YouTube page.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode. And thanks for watching and listening.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.